within Asurok currently now. As I'm talking to you, there is on uneasy calm within Asurok. Everything seems to be shut down. The government should be shut down. Nigeria, 200 million Nigerians are wondering how can about. Let us put it this way: 3 presidents missing, disappearing. Nobody can trace them. We have 2 former presidents. We have one Abu Salami. We have Buhari, all missing. Nobody can give account of them. Whether they are in London hospital or not, wherever they are. See, it's a situation now, and we cannot continue like this. And presently now, we're talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The media aides has not been able to release any further information about the whereabouts of Tinubu after attending BRICS in Brazil, summit in Brazil, and after that, it looks like he just disappeared from the radar. Nigerians are wondering what is actually going on. How did we actually get to this point where the whole thing seems to be upside down? Is it a game over for Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Is he thinking that he cannot continue? Is he about resigning? He can no longer carry the burden of leadership in Nigeria. What is actually going on? Why is it that these public officers now cannot be able to put out there a good information concerning where they are or what is happening around them? And secondly, Buhari issue is, nobody can say, what is actually going on. Nobody can give us details of where he is in London and what is happening to him. The former head of state, Abu Salami Abubakar, we are hearing another news that both of them are in different, locations around the world and battling health challenges or just, So maybe we don't know whether these people are still, very much alive or what is actually going on, because Nigerians are being kept incommunicado. We cannot be enveloped to this point where we don't know the whereabouts of about 3 presidents in Nigeria. Then let me give you an insight. Buhari's issue was ferried out, mysteriously to unknown place until Shehu Gaba came out and said he is in London, where there is undergoing medical checkup, and the funny thing is that we had the vice president alleged to or reported to have visited London, but nowhere to be found. He came back, wasn't able to, give out correct information about the whereabouts of the former head of state. Just about he was in power, but he was in power for 8 years. He just left power, and he cannot be able to tell us what is actually going on surrounding them. The northern leaders are, silent over this powerful individuals. I'm talking about Buhari and Abu Salami, going out of the radar completely, going out of assessment, going out of public scrutiny, concerning whether it is health challenges or there's something that's going on. The Northerners are covering. Is it because maybe we are here, like the speculations there, there's pressure from world leaders, to get these people to question about events that's happening in Nigeria, especially the killing of Christians, in Nigeria, because we are there are some signals that are coming from the world leaders, powers, powerful leaders who want to look at Nigeria issue, significantly, without having any reservation whether whatever is going to come out of it, or whether it's going to be good or not. But the fact still remains that Buhari, we don't know what is happening. We don't know his state of mind, whether he's completely disappeared or whether he's still alive or whether he's still receiving treatment or responding to treatment, or the situation has actually gone critical that made the vice president, who was reported to have visited, to have kept it quiet when he came back. Then we saw Abu Salami too, the same thing. Then Tinubu, the current president of Nigeria, the commander-in-chief, we saw, as we have been told, that he went to St. Lucia, somewhere in South America, or maybe for a 10-day stop, holiday or whatever, or recreation or whatever, or just went there to just cool off, or he was just running from the forces of coalition, and maybe he never believed it that his close aides, like Adegbeshala and the rest of them, can join the coalition forces. There is mounting pressure, not only from within and outside, especially from the northerners. We can see the recent revelation where Shetima came out and told the whole world, that what transpired in Rivers State was a complete sham, and that it is not something that will be allowed to stand. And moreover, there is this overwhelming pressure, that he might likely not be able to be re-elected. Is the president overwhelmed? Is Bola Tinubu overwhelmed by the issues of leadership in this country, or by the crisis, or something that he cannot be able to handle? Of course, if he cannot be able to do that, there's no need of keeping Nigerians in incommunicado gazing about their beloved president, where he is, his whereabouts. Has he break down? Is he facing health challenges? Is he undergoing medical treatment? Who, where, and how? Nigerians deserve to know. But for the news to continue to spread that over about 3 presidents, let's say 2 former and a serving president, is not within reach, then there's trouble for Nigeria. There is trouble for Nigeria. There is trouble for Nigeria. And this is what we have been talking about, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been talking about, and has attracted a lot of damaged image internationally. I don't think that Bola Tinubu can be able to assess powerful nations now around the world because of his position currently now and what he seems to stand for. There's no need of us going to the BRICS in the first place because we have enormous challenges here in Nigeria which we are supposed to attend to. Focus, especially the killing of Christians in Nigeria, especially the act of extremism, jihadism, and of course, how would I put it? Extremism, Fulanization, name them. Islamization going on in Nigeria. Well, it has attracted the world attention, and the news is everywhere. And I can tell you, there might be likely manhunt for these people if care is not taken. We need to get to buy Ononuga, let them come and start. Daniel Bwala, Reno Mokri, all of them, all the media rats, terrorizing the Nigerians with the fake story or whatever about the incompetency of this APC-led administration should come out and tell us where is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Immediately he left Brazil for BRICS summit. Where is he now? Is he in the hospital? Is he in a kind of, a private location? Or is he trying to map out another strategy, to checkmate the coalition forces that's already overwhelming, him and his second-term ambition, if actually he had any. If he feels that he can no longer continue because Nigeria is going down on daily basis, Nigeria is draining economically, Nigeria is draining in leadership, Nigeria is draining commercially, everything about Nigeria is going down. There is seemingly revolution that might likely, explode any moment from now, because in the absence of a president, that the aides, the ministers, the cabinet members, the Federal Executive Council members, the vice president, and whatever, cannot be able to say, okay, this is where Mr. President is, then we are in for trouble. This is what is being reported in major headlines, across the world, and we feel that we can bring this to your notice. Let nobody factor the global influence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on this, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has always stand on the side of the truth. Look at the recent revelation by Gabashehu concerning, that they carried out a propaganda agenda. Saying that the Buhari is nowhere to be found because rat invaded his office in Aso Rock and all that. And Gabashehu is coming out now to tell Nigerians that it was just a charade. What unfortunate thing to say. But now, this is an assault on the state of the nation, on the sovereignty of the country. And I wonder why DSS should not be going after Shehu Gaba now for making that kind of statement. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was on the point, telling the whole world, signaling the whole world, alerting Nigerians on what is actually going on, in the country. There's no doubt about it. They have bastardized the presidency of this country. They have make it look as if it is extremely for incompetent people and looters and corrupt entities, brandishing themselves as leaders, taking people's mandate for granted. Nigeria is going to stand up for this. What is Sowore saying now? What are these people now talking about? This is not a matter of P2B, this, P2B that. People begin to wonder, is P2B the current president? Is P2B is he now the Nigerian president that every corner you go, everything that happens in the country, negative or positive, is being tagged to Peter Obi? That is a very disappointing moment for Nigerians and her leaders. And Nigerians need to know where these people are. Are they running away from criminality? Are they running away? Do they actually want to fake their deaths? Nigerians need to know. Yes, we understand that after the Kenyan judgment, in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, led by PLO Lumumba, Buhari suddenly took ill. We saw Gaduje too said that he's ill, he's incompetent, he cannot, in fact, that he's incapacitated. Well, we saw him a few days ago taking up an appointment as general manager or chairman, whatever they call it. So these people had, ridiculed 200 million Nigerians, and we need to question the rationale behind this. Why Nigeria have lost anything that has to do with nationhood, anything that has to do with leadership. And these people keep on showing it, on the glaring eye of over 200 million people that nothing they happen and nobody has right to question them over anything. This is an embarrassing moment. I think the first time Nigerians are experiencing this kind of uncertainty within Aso Rock. Whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu is hospitalized, nobody knows. When he left BRICS, we cannot be able to trace. We are expecting that he would have come back, but there's no information yet. These are the things that is building these speculations, around the world. And I can tell you, there's no foreign investor, there's no world leader that want to do anything with Nigeria currently now, because everything about Nigeria seems to be in shadow, seems to be in secrecy, seems to be, something that has not brought anything, excellency attached to the highest office of the nation. That is what we are talking about, and that is what we keep on saying. Until we begin to find another alternative to this, Nigeria may not survive what is about to come. Especially, it's going to start from the Aso Rock. Like Chetima has just revealed, he has just opened a kind of, war. In fact, Chetima has declared war on Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, signaling that Nigeria might not survive the impending balkanization that is looming. But of course, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been placed on alert, and there's massive security around him, and delegates are flooding in because Nnamdi Kanu seems to be a prophet, or seems to be a hero, or seems to be a global hero, the only recognized freedom fighter. God bless you as we bring you more information surrounding the two former head of state missing or in hospital or whatever. And of course, Bola Ahmed Tinubu